Hi everybody, it's Diane here with the page open. She actually thought ahead. Let's have a glue book session. I actually have not done that for quite a while. I've been doing other things, and this time of year I have to trade craft time for gardening time. So I found yet another one of these, and you may or may not know I accidentally put two in and then I kept finding them, so I thought, well, let's just be funny and keep putting them in. Is it funny? Okay, don't answer that. I've also come to the realization I've got too many books going. Um, there's nothing wrong with that, and it can certainly keep you from getting bored and your viewers bored if you are a YouTube person. But I've got, I don't know, five or more books going. Plus, I stop and do other projects here and there. Well, the books are never going to fill up at that rate, right? So, which, who says they have to totally fill up, right? But so I'm going to try not to start a new book or anything, but I don't guarantee that. It's kind of hard when you get inspired. You see something else and you think, oh, I should do that too, and so there you go, off on another book or whatever. So it goes, right? Okay, if you can't read because these are so little, it's chair and armchair. Okay, and that's about all I have left space-wise on these pages is some little word. Come on, pots are in here, right? And bowl, I know bowls are, yeah. And I know every time we do this, I say, oh, I'm about out of room. But I keep finding bowls. I thought that was pretty. Yeah, it's pretty crooked, too. I wore my glasses when I cut all this stuff out. It's okay, not great. No. I'm not covering. Actually, I kind of regret putting that there. I don't want to cover any more of that. Nope. Oh, that's okay. Is that the best place? Got a dog whining behind my back. What are you doing? Oh, it's not a dog. It's a bird outside. It's this little high-pitched bird. I don't know what that would be. I thought it was because my dog's right behind me. I thought he was whining out the window. No, it's a bird. I'm sorry. All right. This other one, I thought this was kind of pretty too. Similar to this, isn't it? Is it? It's not the same. Close. Could be a cousin. Oh, that's okay. No, thank you. No, thank you. Okay, right in there. Okay, can you see there? I think so. Okay, and that'll protect that. And I think, oh no, pots. Okay, pots, and then we're done with this book, I think. Found two more. Now admit it, when I started a pots page, was anybody thinking it's going to take you 10 million years to fill that up? Where are you going to find a pot? You'd be surprised. Gluey. All right, I sort of like that. Okay, are we glaring? I don't think so. Oh, I take it back. We have this. Now these are pendant lighting fixtures from an old magazine, but I thought they looked kind of like flying saucers. Okay. I wasn't sure, I'll show you in a minute, if I should leave the cords, whatever you call them, the electrical line there on it. But you can't really cut off where it's going over anyway, so I just left it, but I think it's okay. Okay. Kind of fun. Okay. Of course, this is just a carryover from that book, so you really can't call this a separate book, right? All right, one wine glass photo and then a glass and bottle illustration. Oh, right there. Right, come down. We don't want you in the garnish there. That doesn't look right. Okay. Good. And this. You know, Diane, every time we watch your channel, we get like eye strain. Okay. The eye strain glue book. It's not all that minute. Okay. Believe it or not, that's a tag glue. Okay. And so are my fingers. Okay, rabbit. We have the word rabbit. Isn't that exciting? It was off scrap paper even. Which I don't really know why. It was a cute illustrated rabbit. But we knew that, right? Yeah, well, Diane, we know those are rabbits too. But actually, I was going to chuck this anyway, so I didn't have a need for the word rabbit other than this book. Okay, right there on her dress. Well, I think it's a jumper. And then a little tiny another eye strain item. I don't remember now. It was in a magazine, but whether it was an ad, I don't know what it was. Come on, glue, let's get with it. Actually, it feels kind of nice to be doing this, like I said, between gardening and some other stuff. I haven't done the kind of just my regular old craft stuff that I often do. I think that stuff's okay. Owls that aren't gonna fit. Nuts. It's a washi stamp sticker, and then this was scrapbook paper, believe it or not. Well, okay, they're not gonna fit. Okay, besides a swan. Do you know what that is? It's a ride-on pool inner tube thing. Is anyone saying, I've got one of those? I'm not. Okay, down there. Ooh-wee. This is filling up too. Swans was another subject I kind of thought, Diane, you're not going to find swans. What are you doing? But I am. And I think I've yet to find an actual photo of a swan, right? It's, yeah, dishes, washi tape, a stamp, a bowl, labels. It's not, no real swans on here. Okay. We have sandwich stuff. We have a sandwich in a baggie, which I could cut out if it doesn't fit, but I thought that was just kind of cool because I'd be willing to bet everyone I'm talking to once upon a time has had a sandwich in a baggie. Well, it fits there. I don't love it, but it does fit. I could trim the bottom a little bit. Nobody would know if you promise not to blab. We'll just pretend this is the bottom of the bag. Okay, and we're going to pretend this is the side of the bag too. Okay. And then we actually have the word sandwich. When you were a kid, did you think it was W-H-I-C-H? I did for a little while. I think it was my mother correcting me. Yeah, actually, my mother was very good at spelling. Well, why is that? Why isn't there an H there? Or why is W-H-I-C-H? Why isn't it just spelled W-I-C-H? I don't know, Diane. Why don't you write Congress a letter? Okay. Okay. Actually, that looks pretty good down there. All right. Was this gluey? No. This is. Okay, shells. I found more shells. It's the same. Was this an actual stamp? No, it's not an actual stamp. These aren't either. They're in a philatelic catalog, but as you can see, they're different sizes. And this one's more photographic. This is a little more. Well, I think it's it's the printing. It's glossy. This is more of a matte paper. Really, Diane? Yeah. Boy, we get such great information on this channel. She describes the paper to us. 22 cents. It was a couple years ago, huh? Okay, and these were in a magazine. Well, that fits down there pretty well. Can you see? Oh, you can see. How neat. Okay, what about these? Oh, it fits. It's a little tight. Oh, that's okay. I'll do that. I never thought I'd find a lot of shells either until I remembered I had that shell book. I forget the number. Kelly's Heroes. Reminding me of 200 guys just like that. And he turns around and they're right behind him. Really, Diane? Yeah. It's funny, trust me. Okay. Well, that fits there really well. Okay. Okay. Anybody know the guy that just said that? Where am I going to get 200 guys just like that? Is that the actor that plays Uncle Leo in Seinfeld? Anybody know what I'm talking about? No, Diane, would you please just glue shells? Okay. All right, we have donuts. Because I found scrapbook paper I have that has donuts on them, and once I saw it, I remembered it, but I had forgotten I had it. And this one was on, it wasn't just donut paper, it was the back of a, I forget what, but it was like birthday balloons and different things, and they had a donut on there. The idea is you're supposed to color it in. And as you can see, I did not. One, just because I really didn't have time. So we'll see. Over the years, days, decades, I can color that in if I want. Okay, and then these other donuts are already colored. And I did not cut out the centers of these. It's just white paper. But if it's on white, and you keep your mouth shut about that too, nobody will know. I haven't made donuts in a long time. I've made homemade donuts from scratch. They're okay. They didn't turn out great. I really like, and I know there's a lot of people that are going to gag on this, the roll biscuit dough that you fry it into donuts. I really like that. But I haven't made that in a long time because we can't find the regular biscuit dough in the dumb store. It's all it's flaky crayons, all that stuff. I can't find just plain dumb, you know, when I was younger, it'd be on sale like four for $1 tube of donut or biscuits. So you could fry them into donut. And I'm sure that's real healthy for you too. Now I went over the edge just a touch. Oh well. Actually, with chocolate frosting on them, they're really good. And I make the frosting from scratch. Yeah, Diane also advocates healthy eating on her channel too. Okay, we have a horse from a magazine and then a horse from another philatelic catalog. Okay. Oh, that matches that. And getting back to the gardening, it was a good week late this year. It was so cool here. I think I mentioned we had like a couple days of like 90 and then it dropped off. It was, light jacket, unless you're working outside kind of weather, like 2 weeks or something. It was really, and upper 40s at night. So I didn't plant seeds or I don't do veggies. I gave up on that years ago. Um, yeah, I don't like that many veggies anyway. Do you plant donuts, Diane? I would, but I buy, some annuals already grown. You know what I mean? Flowers. And I didn't want to plant any of that stuff because the weather was so crummy. Oh well, it'll catch up. I know the last few years it's been awfully wet in middle of May. I've had to wait too, so not exactly new. I will say I do miss homegrown tomatoes. I really do like those. But I don't have enough sun in my yard. And I know I've had cherry tomatoes here. Did not do that great. And between dogs and squirrels and rabbits, it's kind of not worth it. Okay. All right. Does anybody remember this bow business? I think it was last time. I didn't know what to do with it. I just cut it out because it was cool. I was thinking colors, festivities, presents. Well, we're going to go the birthday route because I came across this. It's scrapbook paper. And the whole rest of it was kind of this dark peachy color. Well, I used all the dark peachy color. I didn't have a use for this. So I went, oh, okay, let's make it a birthday thing. Okay, sorry. I don't know where I'll back up to, but my dog started barking, so I had to stop. This was on a glue paper. Then why don't you send an iCat or something? Okay. Anyway, I'm not sure where I'll back it up to, but I was just saying this was scrapbook paper, and a viewer had also said I could use presents, and I have presents on scrapbook paper, but I haven't dug it out yet. And this stuff was all out of catalog. They were cards, and this is a figurine. It's not an actual balloon animal. Okay. Anybody ever see Steve Martin do his balloon animals, but he doesn't blow them up routine? That's actually really funny. I believe he did that on the Muppet Show. You're going to go run and look for it. If it's anywhere else, I don't know. Diane, do you ever talk about anything from this century? I don't know. I don't think it's worth it, is it? When I find something worthy to talk about in this century, I'll do it. Okay, gang, I think that's it. I didn't have a ton of stuff, but I wanted to get it in. I fussy cut it all yesterday. Okay, I'll glue that in by myself. That's it. Maybe I'll put these on an iCat or something too. Isn't that nice for scrapbook paper? That's from this century. That's new. Okay, everyone. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a nice day.